I'm one of about 25 librarians and 45 staff that work at the University of Southern Mississippi Libraries. So there's a lot of people working out front in the public view and also behind the scenes to try and make sure that the students have access to all the information and resources that they might need to be successful at Southern Miss. We have 4 libraries that make up University Libraries. There's 2 on the Hattiesburg campus and 2 on the Gulf Coast campus. So in Hattiesburg, we have Cook Library, which is the main library for the university and probably the one that I'll tend to talk about the most. Also in Hattiesburg, we have Mccain Library and Archives, which houses our Special Collections Department. And Special Collections is historical manuscripts, digital collections, university archives, and the DeGrumman Children's Literature Collection. On the Gulf Coast, we have Gulf Coast Library in Long Beach, and that's the main library supporting students on the Gulf Coast. And then there's also Gunter Library in Ocean Springs, which supports Gulf Coast Research Laboratory, or GCRL. So those are the 4 libraries that make up University Libraries. And the libraries are really a great place to study. So especially Cook Library, it is the longest hours and the most computers of any location on campus. So we're open from 7:30 in the morning till 2 a.m. most Monday through Thursday, and then with some variations, weekends and holidays. But we try and have late night hours so that if you're trying to get away from noisy roommates, or maybe you can't start your studying till you get off work and you need a place that's open a little bit later, we try to have hours that are accommodating of that. There are also 275 computers located throughout the 5 floors of Cook Library, so there's plenty of public computing available. And there's also Wi-Fi throughout the building, so if you want to bring in your own laptop or something like that, you can do that too. And then throughout the building, there's some areas that are designated for group study and some areas that are designated for quiet study. So really, no matter what your study style is, we try to have a space that will support you. I would say that in general, the resource that's used the most is our electronic collections. So that would include article databases, e-journals, and e-books. And all of those together, there's literally millions of searches conducted every year in our electronic resources collection. So we try to provide access to a lot of resources that way, and they have the advantage of being available 24/7, so no matter where you're trying to get to them, you can access those electronic resources. We have over 150 different databases that we subscribe to, and trying to navigate all of those can be a little bit confusing at first, or a little bit of there's a learning curve there. So that's where the reference librarians can really be a big help. You can contact the reference desk either just by walking in and going up to the library assistant's desk in the Learning Commons, phoning us, email, or you can actually set up a one-on-one consultation with a librarian in which they can help you with whatever it is that you're trying to find. Probably printing is the thing we get asked about the most, especially by new students. So it's not that printing in the libraries is difficult necessarily, but it's just a little bit different than, printing at your sitting at home with the printer that's right next to your computer. So you kind of have to get used to how to print in our environment. There are networked printers located throughout the building so that no matter where you're sitting, you can send your print job to one of those network printers. And then each student has an online copy print account, and that's how they can pay for printing and photocopying. The basic black and white printing is 5 cents a page, and then we also offer color printing and double-sided printing, so the prices vary a little bit. But I would recommend that any students on their first visit to Cook Library or Gulf Coast Library, if they think they're going to need to print anything, while they're students here, they should find the print kiosk and put some money on their print account so that they'll be ready to go when they need to print something. I really love working with the students. I guess part of me is sort of a teacher at heart, and so I really enjoy the fact that I'm helping students to be successful in whatever it is that they're trying to do. And that could be something, as simple as somebody who's maybe coming into the library for the first time and just kind of feeling confused about how do I check out a book, or how do I put money on my print account, or helping somebody who's really working on a research project and they're looking for some particular statistic or some piece of information, and it makes me feel good to think that I'm able to help them get what they need and be successful in what they're trying to do. Probably my first piece of advice for incoming freshmen is do not be afraid to ask questions. So whether you're in the libraries or whether you're talking about something else at the university, there's all sorts of people that are here to help you, and we want to help you. We want you to be successful in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish that day or in your career. But we can't help you if you don't ask for help. So I would say don't be shy about asking for help. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You're a student, you're here to learn, and we're here to help you learn. So, don't be shy about asking for help.